not be able to join on my PC, so I'm using my phone. So I'll be using my phone. So I would like to show you what I would like to share my screen now and then explain the tracks that we are following. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen now. Can you all see my screen?
I can see your screen. I can.
Okay. So on data camp, if you go to the learn tab, so by your left hand side, if you select tracks, so we are using career tracks. So in the career tracks, there are different tracks that you can go to. But for the data scientist track, we are using in AICA, we are following the associate data scientist in Python. And you can also do associate data scientist in R. This is the associate data scientist in R. Like they're actually equivalent, just that one you are learning it in Python, while the other you are learning it in R. And if you go to the associate data scientist in Python, my own is showing view accomplishment here because I've completed it. That's why I can access my certificate here. So to see the courses that are there, if you've not yet enrolled on this track, I will advise you to like just go on data camp now and then go to this learn tab, go to the careers track and then enroll in the track, so that by the time you finish all the courses and the projects in this track, you'll be able to get statement of accomplishment for this track. By the way, statement of accomplishment is different from certificates. Statement of accomplishment is what you get when you complete a course or when you complete a career track like this or skill track. Why certificate has a different method. You have to take assessment and also do a timed project for you to be certified. That's the certification part. So you just go to this associate data scientist in Python. That's what we are using in we are following AI Community Africa. And then let's wait for it to load. So let's wait for it to load. So these are the courses that we want to follow. These are the courses: Introduction to Python, Intermediate Python. I think where we are currently is at here. Um, so we are currently at categorical data, working with categorical data in Python. So this is where we are currently, this place here. Okay, so we are we are currently here working with categorical data in Python. So yeah. Hello, please, can you see my screen? Sorry, I'm having.
Yeah, we can
Hello.
see your screen.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having issue, some technical issues there. So we are currently in working. If you look towards the bottom here, we are currently in working with categorical data in Python, and we still have some other courses at the bottom. So these are the courses that we are taking. You can actually go ahead before the schedule. Just that these courses, part of it will be like assigned as assignments each week, following our timeline so that you can finish in time. But I will advise you to actually go ahead. So once you finish all the courses here, the next thing you are now going to do is now to take the certification and be certified as an associate data scientist. So that's what this cohort is about. Then if you now apply again, then you'll be applying as a returning learner, and then you now go to the main data scientist track then. But if you're applying for the first time, you only be focusing on the associate data scientist track. So this is what we are following here. And um for if you want to like follow the R, you can just sign up for the associate data scientist with R track, and then be taking those courses one after the other. The courses are actually similar, the projects are also similar. That's why, and that will like take me to like the third question that you asked. Sorry, let me answer the second question first. So we use Python in AICA, but if you let us know that you want to use ARC, so your own assignment will be like different. So we'll just be assigning you the one for the ARC track. And the third thing now is, sorry, I think I've forgotten the third question you asked. What was the third question you asked? I know you asked three questions. Hello, are you there?
So what question?
You said Olama. I hope I pronounced the name correctly.
Yes, you pronounced it correctly.
Okay, so I think I've forgotten the third question you asked.
The major question I asked was just hoping that, not knowing about the Discord group could not affect overall, because it's not as if I've not been making use of the opportunity. I have been doing my courses and classes, but then I just did not know about this aspect of the AICA program.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think it should not affect if you've seen that we are making progress towards your certification and completing your track. Yeah, the major thing about AICA application is that once you get in, you have to complete your career track, you have to get certified, and you have to take final AI community capstone project. So those are like the three things that you have to do. But you spend majority of your time completing the career track. So everything you learn in that career track is what you'll be tested on for your certification exam to be certified. And then after that, AI Community Africa will give you a capstone project. So each of them have their own certification. For example, the career track now, there's a statement of accomplishment for each course you do. And for the career track in general, there's statement of accomplishment for that you can add to your LinkedIn and to your CV. Now, for the certification, once you complete the certification, you are going to be certified and receive your certification. And your certification can be verified on data camp, because each certification has ID to show that you really have this certification, and you can also add it to your CV and portfolio or LinkedIn. And the third one is AI Community Africa Capstone Project. So once we finish that, you are also going to get certification for that also. So you are looking towards three things: statement of accomplishment for the career track, the certification, in your case, associate data scientist certification, and AI Community Africa certification that you completed this scholarship phase. So those are the three things we're looking towards. So
Thank you very
the
much.
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry,
the
just an extra question. Sorry.
yeah.
Just lastly, the timeline is, are we what is there what's the English now? When is the deadline for all of this to be completed?
Mm, um, Actually, we broke down. The scholarship is supposed to last for 6 months. But for the current cohort, I don't think we will have up to like 6 months, because at the beginning of the cohort, it took some time for the onboarding and it took some weeks to do those onboarding. So we are looking towards maybe completing everything within 4.5 to 5 months. Let's say 4.5 to 5, within 4 to 5 months. So that's what we are looking towards.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So if after the at the end of the course you still want to like continue, this is the associate one you are doing. If you still want to continue to the main one, then you can now apply again as returning learner, and then you focus on like the data scientist track, whether in Python or in R. Yeah, and by the way, the first 2 weeks, yeah, sorry, Kimberly, I'm going to like call you soon. Sorry, I just want to explain something. Yeah, so the one thing I also want us to remember is that the first 2 months of the scholarship is probation period, because we realize that once the scholarship is out, a lot of people are going to like apply, while some people will be like working towards their career track and certification, where we realize that some people will register on board and yet they are not going to do anything, and then they are just going to be like dormant for some time. So that's why the first 2 months is to ensure that you are working towards your certification, and they are like I think in the email that was sent, the condition for you to like pass the probation period will have been sent, or it should have been sent in the email. Am I right? For the probation period, the first 2 months, the milestones that you should achieve within the first 2 months of the scholarship. Hope I'm right. Sorry, are you here?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
Okay, so let me quickly look that up, and then give me a little time to look for that. Okay.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah, just mm, sorry. I'm coming. If you ask a question, I may forget what I want to say. So let me just can you just wait a bit? So, okay. So let me look for it. Okay. Okay, so let me copy it. I'm going to send it in the chat now, and I'm also going to read it out. So I think I found it now. Okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, okay. So I'm sending it now. Okay, so for the probation period, the requirement is that you should complete at least 3 courses in your chosen career track. So that's the first requirement. The second requirement is you should acquire a minimum of 50,000 XP experience points on data camp, and you acquire XP on data camp by taking courses, taking skill assessments, taking projects. Once you log into your data camp, at the top left, you are going to see your top right, I mean, you are going to see your XP. Then you should acquire a minimum of 50,000 experience points. So that's the second requirement. The third requirement is that you should complete at least 2 projects as assigned by your teaching assistant. So for people that want to do art, this is now where you need to like take notes for your teaching assistant to take notes that you are doing art, because your teaching assistant will be assigning Python, and you want to like look at the people that did that Python project he assigned. So you should just let him know that your own is out. So he's going to look at the out projects for you. And have the third requirement is you should have at least 50% breakout session attendance. So that's the third requirement for the probation period. Yeah. Just sorry, four requirement. The first one, you should complete at least three courses in your chosen career track. The second one, you should acquire a minimum of 50,000 experience points. The third one, you should complete at least two projects as assigned by a teaching assistant. And the fourth one, you should have at least 50% breakout session attendance. Yeah. So those are the requirements. Um, Sorry, let me go now. I think Kimberly, you raised up your hand earlier. Sorry, I'm still coming back, Tamuna. I'll call you. So let me attend to Kimberly first. So I think he or she raised hand earlier. So you can unmute now.
Good evening, everyone. My question was
Yeah.
going to be about the period of the scholarship, but you answered it already, and the assignment. But is it okay if you're falling behind? Because there's a lot of things to do, and sometimes you don't understand. You have to go back in order to do an assignment, go back to the coursework, then come back to the assignment. So will that be a factor, a contributing factor to, like, are you going to extend your time when you don't finish the course within
Sorry,
the whole season?
can you can you come again? So
Sorry, hello?
yeah, hello. Yeah. I think I can hear you now, but I think your voice is not loud. Can you like maybe yeah.
So I was saying,
Can you ask your question again? Yep.
yeah, I was saying, if you're falling behind, are they going to extend your time, like to finish the course, when you tell them that there's other things that you're doing and the course and that thing are clashing sometimes?
Okay. If they are going to extend your time, if you are behind and you are not able to like catch up with the schedule, uh that's not like I cannot say categorically say yes and I cannot categorically say no. So the major thing is we actually like check for learners progress twice. The first time is after the probation period. We check if you meet the probation period requirements, and only the learners that meet the probation period requirements are going to continue, while others that do not meet the requirements will be like removed from the platform. But in some cases, if you have a um if you have a situation that makes it hard for you to like meet up with the schedule and you reach out to the teaching assistant, so the teaching assistant can reach out to the organizers and then like um the top volunteers in the community, like the admins, I mean, in the community, and then you can say, okay, we will like give you time. Because I remembered in the last cohort, there are some people that during their examination time, so they were even like they were inactive on data camp, but we still let them because we cannot ask them to not read for exam or things like that. And after the exam, they were able to like still meet up. So if you can still show that you still be able to like meet up after some time, I think you can be excused. So your case will be treated differently. Yeah, that's it. And the second, another way you can also go about it is you can still reapply for like the next cohort after that, like to come back again. Maybe you can pause and then continue in the next cohort if you see that you'll not be able to like meet up. Yeah.
Okay,
I hope I
uh,
answered your question.
yes, you did. Another question is the scholarship always open during the year, or there are certain periods that it opens and it closes, it opens and it closes?
Yeah, there are certain period when it opens and closes. So the thing is, AI Community Africa like is going to like the licenses that we are given to learners are being given by data camp donates. So we need to be given those licenses first. Then we can now call for application, and then once people apply, and then we can now give it to them. So the first thing is we need to get the licenses from data camp first, data camp donates first, before we are able to like give it to students. And the data camp donates licenses are given for like a period of 1 year. But that 1 year we splitted it into 6 months, 6 months, because we realized that, and I've also witnessed it during the course that I applied for them, because I was initially a learner before I became a teaching assistant. So the code that I applied after some months, you see that people are going to lose interest if the time is getting extended too much. So that's why we book it into two. The first 6 months is a cohort, the next 6 months is another cohort. So at the end of that 1 year, you can apply again if you are given licenses, and then we'll call for application. When you apply, I think you should like see like the flyer or call for application. You have times that you can apply. So cohort by cohort, usually twice a year, because it is now 6 months, 6 months. Before it was a year scholarship, but now it is now 6 months scholarship. If you want to continue after the first 6 months, you can apply as a returning learner, and then you continue. But if you feel like after the 6 months you want to stop, then you can go with the associate certificate, and then if you still want to continue, you go with the main track and get certification for that also. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Eh? You said?
You answered my questions. Thank you so much. That was great. Like that was great insight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Tamu, no, sorry, I cannot pronounce it in full. Can you just tell me how to
All right,
pronounce
no
your name,
problem. I
please?
can hear you. Tamno Imama, or you can just use Tamno.
Okay. Now I'm right
Yes.
to, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is the requirements that is supposed to be met in relation to the probation, must it be must each candidate must we meet the requirements for us to escape the probation period? Like all the
Yes, yes.
requirements, must it be met?
No, no, the four, the requirement is split into two parts. There's the first one is requirement for the probation period. That's the first 2 months. And the second requirement is at the end of the cohort.
Yes, that's
So
what
I
I'm
just
saying.
sent both
The
together.
requirements for the during the probation period, which
Yes,
is listed, must all of them be
yes,
met for you to escape the probation period.
yes, yes, yes. There are four requirements there. Yes, the
The
four
four
requirements
requirements.
should be met. Yes. And if you are actually following the courses, I think you should be able to like meet up with those four requirements. If you are missing up with the assignments that have been assigned and the schedule that was sent, you should be able to meet up with the requirements. The first one is you should complete at least 3 courses. By now, I showed on data camp the courses that you should have completed. I think you should have completed like 10 courses by now. I think you should have completed 10 courses by now. So the 3 courses, if you are following the schedule, then you should be able to meet up with that. You should acquire a minimum of 50,000 experience points. So this one, I'm not sure yet if you should be able to meet it, but you should be very close to it by now. You should be
Yeah,
very
yeah, that's
close
what
to
I'm saying.
50,000.
So the XP point is what I'm particular about. You know,
Okay, what's your XP currently?
is that 46,000.
And hope you are up to date with like the course schedule, like the
Yes,
courses
yeah,
that you've taken.
I'm up to like I'm just a little bit behind, like two projects, and I'm at this categorical data cleaning. Yeah,
Okay, okay. So you are close then you don't need to worry. Once you like meet up with the like assignments and the schedule, then you don't need to worry then. So the third one is you should complete at least 2 projects. By now you should have completed 2 projects now, right? You should have completed 2 projects now, right?
Yes, sure.
And the last one, you should have at least 50% breakout session attendance.
For the
So
breakout section, I'll be attending breakout sections and the
yes, yes,
attendance.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Oh,
So
sorry
my
for yes.
my issue is the XP challenge, the XP points. That is my issue.
Uh, for the experience point, don't worry if you are close and you are following the assignment and the schedule. Don't worry about the experience point.
Okay.
Don't worry about the experience point. Yeah. Sorry for
All
this
right.
breakout session assignment. Olama, that I know that you are just joining now. So I think on the Discord, I am not able to copy your email from here. So on the Discord channel, just um, write a message on the Discord channel so I can message you and then get your email so that the breakout session attendance will count against you. Because I think this should be the sixth or seventh breakout session now, so that the 50% attendance will count against you. Yeah. Okay. So more people are using, and oh, another TA is here, Mr. Emmanuel. You can unmute. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was waiting for you to finish addressing that problem, but it's like they still have a lot of problems too. And but you can just
Yes.
continue them. I'll just give you a little bit of time. Then maybe in the next 5 minutes we can start the lesson for the day.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I think I'll just answer two more people, and Mr. Fongong is actually will actually take us through the lesson for today. So Mr. Fongong is also, I think you should know him now. You should have met him before. I'm the new TA, so you should be more familiar with him than me. So I have three ants here. So I hope I'll just take these three people. I'll just answer these three people and then we'll stop there. So the first person, Chinanza.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
It, um, when the classes started, I experienced a challenge which I complained that my course was showing data analysis, and I was receiving assignments from data analysis TA, which was later addressed. But then I never got to receive any assignment assigned to me from data science TA, and it made me like, how should I put it, be more way back in my learning. I just have to ask for the call. I have to go back for course at night to try to meet up with where we are. And I'm still experiencing that challenge till now. I don't have any assignment that I've done in data science. I've complained several times on the group and they told me that the admin will address it. Until now, it hasn't been addressed.
Okay, you know what? You are on the Discord channel, right?
Yeah.
Can you like drop your can you send a message on the Discord channel so I'll message you and get your email. So I'll forward it to the admin and also follow up.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. So in the meantime, you can also go to the announcement channel, the post that asks you to react with the
Yeah.
emoji for your channel. You can also go there and react now. Like if you've added the reaction before, you can remove and then click the reaction for your cohorts. In the meantime, if see if that will work. But I'll also follow up with
I,
the
I,
admin.
I, I had already clicked that already and it worked,
Oh,
but it didn't change anything at all.
okay. Oh, the thing is, you were added on Discord, but not on Data Camp.
But not on what
Okay.
data count.
Yeah. I mean, you were not added on Data Camp. Probably that's why you've not been able to see the assignments. Sorry, that works for only Discord. So I'll meet the admin. I'll meet.
All
Just
right. I
message
also have
on
another.
Discord.
All right.
Yeah.
And how do I tag you? What's your name?
On the I was the one that sent the link for the meeting
The
today
link,
in
all
the
right, no
channel.
problem. I also
Yeah.
have something to say. Please, for the breakout sections, I'm going to be taking attendance because I don't know. I've attended breakout section a couple of times, but I'm not sure if I got to sign any attendance or whatever.
Yeah, the attendance link should be shared. Don't worry, it will be shared today, but I think it should be shared for every breakout session. The attendance link will be
But
shared in the
but
messages.
before now, but before now, what does it used to be shared?
Uh I I think so, but this is the first time
I
I will
never
like
received any
attend.
attendance or so.
But some was sent, I think, 3 times. Yeah.
Uh,
I never
all right.
received
So
this after the classes.
no, the thing is, it will
No,
not be
it's
sent
not. It's
after the
not news.
classes. It is during the meeting. It will be sent in the income messages. If you
Oh,
check the
I
income
never get
messages,
to open it. That's it. I never go. Oh, okay. So
okay. So
I've not
please,
attended up to. I'm not. Hello, can you hear me?
yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm not attended up to. This has been my fourth breakout section. So,
Fourth.
or the times I've attended, yes. For the times I've
Okay.
attended, I never got to check the group, the in messages.
Wow. Ah. Okay. Oh, you try to figure it out. So, so
All
just
right, thank you very much.
send the message. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So,
So, uh,
how do we figure it out? Do I follow you off?
yeah, yeah. Add it to the message that you sent.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So next person, Ojelano, and then followed by Okwade, the next person. So Ojelano, you can unmute.
Yeah, it's okay. Good evening,
Sorry, I
sir.
cannot hear you. Yeah, good evening.
Can you
Yeah, I can now.
the breakout section and the Discord channel? What is my problem?
You said,
This is my first time hearing about the breakouts. I've never attended none. This is the first time I've seen breakout section. And this is also the first time I heard about the Discord channel, according to the message they sent to my Gmail today. Hope it's not a problem.
it's a problem because our channel of communication is the Discord server. So it means you will have been missing out on information that are not sent through emails. So the thing is, can you I will have said that you should send your mail in the income message, but I'm not able to copy it from the income messages. So have you been able to like download Discord and join the Discord server now through the link that
Yes,
was sent
yes.
in the
I've
email?
done that.
Okay, yes. Go to the channel um in the Discord, send a message like um detailing your issue there. So someone will follow up.
Okay. Okay.
And you can also tag me. Like my name is Usman.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Usman A Daudu or Usman Daudu. So just look for anyone you see. So that I can also
Okay.
be able to like follow up from there. So
Okay,
there's
sir.
also one person that had the same similar issue. So you are the second person now.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you very much, sir.
yeah, yeah.
That's all.
Okay, so Okwadi, so the final person.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I think my case is similar to the previous case you are handling now. This will be the first time I'll be hearing of breakout section, and this is due to the mail I received today. I think I had not received mail, I won't be aware of anything, so I don't know the way to go.
Oh, oh, wow. Okay. So I think we can just treat them together. So have you been able to like download Discord and also join the
Yeah,
server?
I've joined. Yes, I've joined the server.
Okay. So you can just follow the process I said earlier. So send a message
Is it on
in
the
the
general
Discord
chat?
server. Yeah, because I think you will not be added to the data science track yet.
I've be added CHT2.
Quote 2, right? Oh, then send it to that quote channel. That will be
Okay.
better. That will
Okay.
be easier to follow up with.
Okay.
Okay, so just detail your issue there, then we'll take it up from there.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So, Mr. Emmanuel, so I think I'm done now. So sorry that I took a lot of time. So, so yeah. Hello.
Yes, I'm there. I can get you.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry for taking so much time. So you can start now.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this week, for this, I don't know, the time is, we have just 1 hour left, so we'll be a little bit fast. We'll be working with categorical data in Python. That's the topic we'll be treating today. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick here, and we can work from here. Those people that the favor, what's your question? Can the people you have two people's hands are raised. Can you unmute your mic and talk? All right, seems like I hope my screen is clear and everybody can see. I just need a reaction to confirm, then I go ahead. Okay, then we go. Let's start. So I have a data set, the Titanic data set. I know it's a very popular data set. Many of you might have used before. So we are just going to work with it today. Um, so I didn't even started writing some code in it, so we'll go faster. So like last breakout session, we didn't even do up to half of what we were supposed to do because I really had to write the code and we're a little bit slow. So I've already imported the data as DF as the CSS file. So we are just going to continue from there. But before that, I really ran some things here, and this is a little bit dated. Let me just run and um we see the first 20 rows of the data set before we continue from there. So at least you have an idea of what's going on. Don't know that thing. So, okay. Please let's wait a bit. Let me refresh the page. I've been open for long and I've not used it. So I need to refresh it. Mhm. Okay. I don't know why it's taking long. Anyways, why it's taking long? So what I was actually even trying to show was the first 20 rows of the data set because I had to do a little bit of cleaning. Although that was not part, I don't want to do it during the lesson because I think we have done some data cleaning before and it was not part of this lesson. So if I had to do it, it's going to waste a lot of time. Why is this thing still loading? It's not supposed to be taking this long, but let me just go ahead and begin to give people one or two things before while it's loading. Okay, so like what is categorical data? When you hear categorical data, so in like almost every data set, you normally see the columns that contains like a limited set of repeated values. Like you have for the sex, you have male or female, something like that, depending on where you are. Then you might have other these things, but other categories. Like let me just say you can have colors, you have red, black, and the rest. So categorical columns can can be grouped into like two main groups. Like you have nominal and ordinal. So for nominal, we have no order. Like we can just say male or female. There's no order for the nominal, but for the ordinal, there might be an order: low, high, or you can say tall, short. So I think those are important things you should take note of. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Let me uncomment this part and you see the first 20 rows of the data set. So saving field. Um, Anyhow, I'll just continue. I might load this stuff in Google Colab and work from there. I don't always like using this data lab because it's always disturbing on my end. And now you might want me to refresh the page again. So as I was talking, we can go to why we have to really take note of this categorical data, like why it's very important. You can first of all start looking at things like memory. Like Panda normally stores label that uses tiny code. So using this category, this really speeds it up. It consumes less memory and make it fast by grouping and joining with integers and the rest. Okay, it has loaded. Because everything is stabilized, it's going to really slow us a lot of time. Anyways, all these things you're just seeing here, just some little work that I was doing to change some few things on the data set, but it's not part of the topic. So, but I'm just going to explain what I did there. So at least you try to understand what I'm doing. So, but it might be my network, but the network is quite good. I don't know why it's still disturbing. Anyways, we might move on with the lesson. You see this Google Colab hasn't loaded yet. Using this one, I might have to start importing the data set I use and transferring the code. Anyways, let me just be explaining the code. There's no really time to waste. Okay, so from here, I just wanted also to see this age cat that is a column in the data set. So I was trying to replace when you come under here. So I just want to replace it with, because there's some typos here. Like you're normally supposed to have 10 to 25, but there are some columns that this October, the short form. So I had to replace these values with this. Then from then I was going to use just a mapping. So for me, this mapping is going to be used to replace these values. Like we have 16, 0 to 16, that is the age. 0 to 16, that is, you can classify as a child. 16 to 32, young adult till the end. Although you see senior, if you have taken note, you have grouped these two mappings, 48 to 64 and 64 plus, into one mapping called senior. There's no need to say like senior. So from there, after doing that, you are going to replace any row you see in the data set with these values. You replace with their respective keys. So this is just like a dictionary. This is actually a dictionary now. Key value pairs. This is a key. You have the values and so on. Then we have to do the same thing for this other column as well. You also see we have ranges. You have numbers ranges from 0 to 10, 10 to 25, and so on. So we have to replace with low, high, medium, and the rest. So that's exactly what I did here. Then this is a mapping, as I said, that this is a mapping we're supposed to use. So this basically that's what the code is doing, and we had to change this type. I don't know, we are not into the lesson, although I've started using categories already. So it's really going to confuse you where you see as type, then you have fair type. It's a category type which we are putting it. So it's going to create a little bit of confusion. Even here, where we have the as type and we put category as well. That's I think getting into the lesson when it's not your time to do it. All right, so let's let me see. But these are the rows, the various columns. We have passenger ID, survive, the parent, the P class, sorry, sex. What is this? It might be a mistake that I wrote here. Then we have pass, embark title, this group size, fair cut, and so on. Let's continue from where I ended. Okay, let's see. I don't know what's the problem here. It's no more reloading, but site has not reloaded. Um, Mr. Osman, please, can you take the call for about 5 minutes? Let me check. There might be a problem somewhere. I'll be back soon. Mr. Osman, like he's not even hearing me. Anyways, let's just continue since he cannot hear me. But I hope you guys understood the difference between ordinal and nominal data. Nominal normally has no order, while ordinal has clear order. Okay. What the hell is going on? Let me run it again and see. Could not get a kernel. Oh, you can see.
I'm asking if you don't want.
I'm doing something. Okay, let's see if it's going to run this time, but it seems like it's going to go. Okay, we can see the passenger ID survive P class. What is that? I made a mistake. I don't know how to read that. Then you have Pash, sorry, and back title, group size, that is just for short form. So this is a fair cat, ish cat. But after doing some changes, as I said here, let me just run and we print again. Then we see the result here. This one does not show the run button. Why? Mm, Sorry, it's not showing the run button. I don't know why this thing keeps disturbing like that. Let me try to do it here and see if it's going to go, if it will be better. Now, let's just begin to look at the data set we have here. And I think I've already explained. You can see the title. Because of these categorical values, as I've explained, let me even explain directly from the data set. You can see we have categories here. We have Mr., Mrs., and Master. I think yes, for the title, those are the categories we have. We have group size, we have couple, solo, large. We can also see that these are categorical values. So even these two columns, we are going to change, convert them as I explained already earlier below. As I explained already, the code is below what I did to change it. And we have here, this is sex, we have male and female. So that's why I actually picked this data set up, because at least we can quickly learn about categorical values. Even here, if we could still change this one, this survive, into yes or no, because zero actually means no, they don't survive. Then yes, one stands for yes. So we could actually convert this class as well. We have P class. It's also something we could do convert. You see the number ranges from 1 to 3. So it was also possible we convert these classes into categorical um, values. Then okay. So I think we are just going to go to the next, the category D type. I don't know why this is really dealing with me today. After running, it just wants that I keep refreshing the page over and over. Reload. Okay, let me just have a look at these topics here. Oh, please let me share the attendance link. I forgot about that. I was about to do it, then I don't know why I forgot. So you guys can go and fill the form. I'll drop it actually in the in messages call. Okay. This is guys should give me about 5 minutes. I'll be back quickly.
Hello?
Guys, sorry for the delay. Sorry, I really had to do some one or two adjustments. So let's continue. Let's run. It's going to work. Okay. So now we can see after the changes we made earlier, we can see that this fair cat and age card, we can actually see we have converted them now into categorical values. We have converted the ranges from this number to the next in categorical values. So that's that's the changes that I've actually made to the data set. And what else they actually do here again? I think all this one, I think I'm going to explain. I wasn't even supposed to understand. I'm going to explain this one.
Sorry, are you still sharing your screen?
Oh, sorry. Forgot to share the screen. I was just talking. If I remember that, I'll share it. Thank you very much. Okay, this is what I hope you guys can see the screen now. Yeah, I think it is visible now for you guys to see. So this is what I was saying. We can look at these two columns, which initially, let's go back up. This you can see the range is 40 to that, this to that, and now we have actually converted them into fair cat and that. If you actually read the description of the data set, maybe most of you have done have worked on the Titanic data set before, you understand what I'm talking about. So next, I wanted to us to look at we can look at the different, we can count the like the number of categories in each um in each column. So let me just start a new um notebook book here. Let's see Python. Yes. Then we are going to look at the categories, like let me just say for title. We'll just look at the categories, the number of categories that are in the title column. Always title. Okay, let me spell it the correct way. Let's see. Then you run. Okay, what is the error? See, sorry, value. Always hearing and making it basic. Okay, so we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, and we can see the account, 5 different categories or titles, and we can see the account. We can see how most of them remain on the ship, and we have miss, and that's why it also explains if you have done some exploratory data analysis there, you see that most of the people died, they remain. So you see most of the population, a middle of men. Then we can also, there's no need to begin to use value.count to count for the other classes. It's just one and the same thing. We can look at, let's look at some ordinal stuff here. Like let me try the age for this column. Let's go up. Set something like to a category for, where is it? Age. So give like the categories, like this one has a higher priority, like set some hierarchy. Let me look for where I kept, where's that column 9? Okay. Okay. So I set it in such a way that there will be some like different categories, like the, for let's just say for the adult, they have a higher category than the children and so on. But let's move ahead. I wanted to just show you that, but I have to do it so we can go ahead. So we can also group by categories and doing the rest. But let's first of all check the data types and maybe other things, because we can always check the d types of each categories, but we already know its object. And using, let's just do, it's always good for you to always actually know your data set before you actually move ahead. Let's just look at it. We can see, okay, you see that I changed most of them now. You can see they are showing category, 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 and so on. Hope it is really clear from there. It was done. I told you the code above is kind of like boilerplate code, so I don't want us to go above and start wasting a lot of time. But when you see this category, let me just go up and show you how it was done, converting them into that category. Please, somebody's mic is unmuted. Can you mute it? Okay. So for me, I actually had to set them to the category type. This is it here that I had to set. So when you see it has a data type of category, we have to use pandas, and this is the import that we use for it to set category D type, categorical D type, sorry. So after changing, you actually save us more memory, more speed, and so on. I hope it's clear from here. We can see I've changed all this column, this of type and back categories. You have these are the various categories are there. So when I'm specifying this, it's showing that these are the only categories that are allowed here. You can drop the rest, and when you see order false, it means that there's no order here. It can appear in any order. So I've not added any hierarchy. When it comes to class, when this order is true, that is like introducing this hierarchy that there's a difference, like one has power over another, like one is greater than the other. I hope you guys should take note of that. And let's try to group by category. We can let's just try to group something simple by category to make this out. I'm sure by now you guys know how to use the group by function in pandas. So then let's just do a class, B class. Okay. Then the observe, we can set it equals to true. Then survive. Let me see. Let me check this column again. I'm sorry, I have to check my data side. Yep, that's how I think I'm supposed to spell it. But so sorry, I forgot the second G. Yep, that's it again. Yeah, good. Let's just take the mean. I think here's the mean of that column and go is up. So this true here, this observe equals to true. What it actually does is that it tells pandas that you should ignore the categories that don't appear in the data. So like all these null values, you should ignore them. All those values feel not a number, none. So you should ignore them. Those kind of things. That is the use that observe equals to true. And we can see here is the result after grouping. So actually, it's just like calculating the average. Survival, that is like the mean. When you group, what were we grouping by? We were grouping by class and wanted to see the survivor, the mean, the number of people that survive in a particular class. That's why we have to use this P class. So we get the mean. I hope you are trying to get the point, although I'm not clear what I'm trying to say here, but we are trying to group two columns and we get some results from it. Now we're going to see how to change categories, maybe by adding, removing, recording, and the rest. Let's just suppose we have four titles as usual: Miss, Mr., Mrs., and Master. Then put the category to that. We can make sure that, because I think we already checked that category before. There was one rare, something rare category or whatsoever rare title. We check the title, so we can always set so that our column is going to have just those four columns. So let me just see if I can write the code for this very quick. Just say titles. We have this list, a list that will be made out of the titles Mr. Then this is and Master. Then I think the list, all of people understand how to use Python list now. That was the basic that was taught before. Then you can see, I think that is title. We create a new title here. Okay. I hope you so here we are going to use the cat. That is the cat. Inside the cat, it has many methods. Now we're setting cat. So we use cat set underscore category. So this will set the category. So while using, we see that we can do many things with this dot cat that I'm using here. This function set underscore categories. Okay. Then we can put that title, that our list that right above. Yes, we put the title. And let's check now if we have some null values inside that row. Okay. Let's check this our clean title, new column, and see if we have any null values there. Now let's check null values again. Okay. Let me just check some, yes.
You know, like
This is set. I made a mistake and I wrote typing error again. No, this thing was supposed to print something. Let me wrap this thing around here and print. Comment that. I have a lot of things. Let me just uncomment them. Then we run just this block. Only 24. Okay. You'll see we see have no values there because of those other categories that were there. So, but this was just showing how to actually add categories. So we're going to use the remove to actually remove that category that was just added. So yeah, let me just set that dot remove. Then just comment this. Then we take away um, let's see which one can we remove from here. Let's just take miss. So we are going to remove miss category. Yeah. I even forgot. I just wanted us to run and see the first. Error. What is the error now? Oh, we say remover must all be old categories miss. I don't get what the error is trying to tell me here. Okay, let me try to move for title. Then I be okay. Okay. So when I'm even taking those pen, okay, we can see it as it actually removed for it, but I don't know why it brought that error. We are going to add it back, so we are just going to simply add back. We use add. So I'm just showing you how to use this method. So we have add, remove, and so on. Which one have I used again? I've used set underscore categories. I hope you are taking note. There's a difference between add categories and set. The add actually, you're adding like where we have Miss and Mr. and the rest. That's what you're adding. But the set is like you're setting a new column. You understand? You're setting a new column, then you put in the categories. That's why I have to define this list of titles here, then I add them to the category. I think there's remove. What else is there? We can also rename a category. Like let's use the embark. Let's use nine different column embark and this column. I'll pass it. Let's just say that S normal. I think that is around so let's just set S to it. So let's do it really quick. We have just 20 minutes left again. Maybe after this, I'm going to surely just keep and I want us to touch encoding because if I'm just to follow what we are supposed to do, we are not going to do it. So you have to just even introduce it. So because it's a very important part when you guys will start building your models, you'll notice that you need to do that encoding part that I'm talking about. But let's just do this one quick and we can stop.
Hello.
But so, as I told you, the cat has many methods to rename. Sorry, typo somewhere there. It is name again. Okay. Name underscore categories and we put the as usual categories. Then we are going to have our list. I hope you guys can use a dictionary, key values with key value pairs as usual. So the key is going to be the actual value that is currently present here. So here and back, this will be the key. Why the value will be the new what you want to replace it with. So S, this is capital S, is going to have key South Anthony. It should be this. Okay. Then I'll just change for cure. Cure equals to that. The screen stands as usual. I keep forgetting to just where is error? I don't know where is error keep coming from. Yeah. Okay. So these are the changes. Let me take first 30. It might not have loaded those other ones. But I don't even know I'm doing it again. You can see for yourself that the end back, there are some changes we have replaced. Okay, I've just seen most of them out. So this is one I saw. Okay, yes, that is the queen found the word replace. So you should also know that you can also collapse the categories, because sometimes we want like fewer groups. For example, if I kid, we can just let's go back to it. We could just put it into, let me just say, economy or premium, something like that. So sometimes that is just what you should know that you can also do. So you still use that dot cat method, you add the categories and you do the rest. So that is it. So now let's just move to the next stuff, the next thing that we might look at. So the cat really has a lot of method that I can use. So that this, so if we are to really take time, is going to, if we are to look at it detail, it will take a lot of time. So let's just see how we can visualize categorical data with Seaborn. So we use the cat plot, which draws the Seaborn cat plot, which draws different kind of plots. It all depends on your parameter that you pass there. So it actually allows us to easily draw it. So quickly import Seaborn. I think I should even go to the next. That one up there is 13. So just import Seaborn and matplotlib ASAP. At least let's draw one chart and we move to that encoding stuff before we close. I don't know, the time is flying. Then import matplotlib as well. Matplotlib. As PLT, the alias. I hope all of people understand when I write as PLT, as SNS. Those are just alias, short form, so we don't have to be willing to write matplotlib.pyplot all the time. So we'll start first with a box plot. Start plot. Okay. Wait. So as I said, we're going to do the box plot first. So I'm just going to plot the class, the P class, and the survivor. I think we already grouped them and did something similar. So let's just plot it this time ASAP. Data. So our data is DF as usual. Then our x-axis is going to be the P class. Then y-axis will be the survive. Survive. I almost made a spelling error there again as usual. Then as this the kind of plot will be a box plot as I said. Okay. Kind is equals to box. Okay.
You've stopped sharing your screen
Okay.
again.
Eh, um, I stopped sharing. Okay, sorry, it was a mistake. I surely click. I came back here and my I'll be have not been it has not been long as I stopped sharing my screen.
No, no.
Okay. Um, okay, let me just continue. This is I was just plotting, just trying to plot a bar plot with the class, the C class one and the survivor. So I'm not going to waste time to plot the label and begin to put the rest, maybe start to label the chart. So we'll just because there's no time, we're actually left with 10 minutes and we cannot do that. So we can actually put the title and the rest. So we are just going to leave that out there because we're also supposed to use other kind of plot like the count plots and the rest, but I don't think we have time for that. So let's just continue. Even these point plots, we are not going to use them. Then encoding. So I was just saying we should try to look at encoding. So let's go to it since we have barely 10 minutes left. So in machine learning, that's because I'm not sure that I've assigned any topic yet that concern machine learning, but very soon people will start building small regression models using the basic linear algebra you study in school. Sorry. So most machine learning algorithm normally expect numbers as input. They are not going to carry, let's come here, um
Mm,
couple,
mm.
solo, and the rest, or high and low, or with medium. For a machine learning model, you have to convert this in that categorical value. It's also important to understand. You might have to set this as 1, 2. So when you are feeding your machine, your model with data, you feed the model with numbers. The machine will not understand all these highs and lows they are writing. So that's why it's important to learn this
Again.
encoding.
Vale.
So they're not going to
Regular.
understand all these
Okay.
strings they will have Mr., Mrs., and the rest. So encoding is the process of converting those categorical labels into numbers. Okay. So like there might be somebody asking why is that we cannot just give the machine learning model like just give it strings. Just give it strings because like as I said, they're not going to understand what we are trying to say to them. Most of those models are mathematical models and they understand just math. You don't begin to give long strings like that. So we are just going to look at, we'll try to convert one row. I mean, sorry, one column. Let me see which one I'm going to pick, then we convert. Um, I feel like I'm going to use this embark. Is it embark? Something else. Anyways, let's just use embark. But before that, let me remove back this thing. I don't know what I was doing. This thing I showed you guys. I think this one is the best to use. And I'm just going to run it. Mm, has this thing changed? Oh, sorry. You guys know what I was supposed to do. Now I'm going to use that as the key instead of the value. I was using that as a value, so that was a mistake I was doing. Because this embark will be easier for me to work with than let's just run again. So we're actually going to use pandas. The factorizers, the factorized method in pandas. Okay, it's back. So as I was saying, there's a factorized method that is going to do that for us.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, we pass the code. Then the unique pandas dot factorize, uh, factorize. Okay. Then as the uh, going to pass this and back. Okay. Then the back. Let me see how we do this thing. Why is it not okay? Then we can just have this unique. What we put 1 to 10. 10. Okay, let's see something. So this factorize actually returns two things here. It's going to return the integer code and the list of unique values in that order they appear. So let me see. So after running this, okay, this is it. So let me go back here and show you something. We are going to see that S became 0, C became 1, S0. Okay, Q became C became 1, sorry. Then Q now became 2. So this is how you are going to feed your model. You know that actually for the embark, um, the one represent S, 2, sorry, 0 represent S, 1 represent C, then Q for 2. So those are how, like, that's what you're supposed to do when you're training your model. I think you see that the next classes they'll start assigning you machine learning, some basic machine learning stuff. So like when do we use encoding like for tree-based models. I say we have never done it so saying random forest here will not make no sense because they cannot really handle integers well. And we see for ordinal columns, it's really meaningful to do that. It's really easy to convert into that. But I wanted to give you a warning that it's not necessary about linear model. So I think I'll not even say it for the moment. Let's just leave it. I think I have to really show you all these basics. Unless you can quickly look at one thing, Boolean encoding. Binary. categories are which contain just two categories. So after binary, just one binary, 1 0 1 0, something like that, or it just represent some state, two different state binary, two now. You can carry yes or no, true or false. So we could actually do something like that where the male is equals to 0, female is equals to 1, and he goes like that as easy as that. Then one hot encoding, if probably we need to talk about it. So we can create a column for each category. So when a categorical column like has two values in no natural order. So we can use one hot encoding. So which values here have no natural order? We can use that and back where it has no natural order. I don't know. I like using the back column just because it's because it just has these letters and it looks simplified for me. So for the embark with values S, C, Q. So these TV columns can become, you can just say embark this, that, embark C, embark Q. So each row has exactly one of these zeros, and the other, yes, exactly one of these columns, sorry, and zeros in the other. So like that's what one hot encoding does. We could have done some practicals, but there's no time. That's why I'm just trying to rush and tell you all these things. So if you like, we keep all the three columns. The third one is completely can be completely determined by the first two. So they just simple common sense. They didn't know if the first two is this, then the third should probably be that. So that is just, it's not important again to tell you that. So I really think we should just end for now. There are a lot of practical things we have to do, but there is no time for us to do them because all this encoding stuff we're supposed to use some code, and I really skip a lot of things before I even came, because from your lesson I can see here encoding is one of the last. Yeah, encoding is one of the last things. One hot encoding and the rest. But I've spoken about Boolean encoding and the rest. But other things like we even see the plot, we didn't really create the plot and the rest because really there's no time. Even 2 hours will still be small to cover up all these things in one day. Let's see. I'm sure I will skip a lot of things here. Okay, we did, but at least we try and we touch every topic here. So because we
Later.
actually showed you how to use that the dot cat method to remove an art and the rest. I probably did some grouping here, setting the type and saving memory. So in fact, we have touched that. That is the essence of this breakout. We are not supposed to really do everything in details. So we just touch and we do. It's more like a revision session. We plotted just one chart here, and we are spoken about one hot encoding. And I really think we can call it a day from here. I don't know. Is there any question anybody has to ask? Really quick, just 1 minute. I don't. We're already above time. So if there's no question, I think we can just call it a day. Then good night to you guys, and we see next week Saturday. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.